Hello and welcome to KGB Live. This is KGB, your host, like always, on a Wednesday night. So the subject is today is, I need some support. I need some support with different things that I am doing currently. With work, and it's been a hassle. It's been a hassle, personally, physically, and mentally. Um, and I will get into it in this live tonight. It may be, you may know what I mean by it because you might be doing the same thing, but who knows? So who knows? But anyway, I will tell you what's going on with me personally in my life right now, how it's hectic, and I need help from different people to not make it so hectic. I was talking to a friend yesterday, Dylan D, to be honest with you, and I was coming home, but first of all, I was driving, or I was at work, and I get a call from the ski hill, and they're like, Kyle, we need you to come to teach a lesson. KGB, you need to come teach a lesson. And I said, well, do we have enough people? Yeah. I was like, okay, who's going to teach the lesson? Well, they are teaching other lessons. I'm like, okay. I was like, so why, why can't they teach it? I'm not assigned to be on weekday lessons, unless you seriously need me. But most likely, I just don't want to do weekday because I don't want to be coming from a job that I'm working in the office to a physical job outside, with people. And I was a little ticked off in a way because of it, because they're like, oh, you need to be there at 6:00 right now, because they're coming and doing a lesson. I'm like, oh, I was like, you don't have anyone? They're like, no. I was like, fine, I will take the lesson. And I was a little bit, I was so exhausted. I'm still exhausted tonight on a lot of different things. So I accepted the lesson, and I get there and I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the lesson, and I didn't even have any like jeans on. I didn't have like a really, a regular shirt on. I was wearing like literally my work clothes under my snow stuff gear, give or take. And I'm just like, I feel like, Superman in the movie, how he, takes it off and he has his work clothes on, but I'm snowboard instructor. So, but I get there and I'm like, so, I'm ready for the lesson. Well, they're late. I'm like, really? They're late. And it took like 15 to 20 minutes for them to get there. I'm like, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. I was like, you do a lesson at 6:00 and you're not even there at 6:00. Like, this is ridiculous. And finally, I took some laps on the hill. They finally showed up, did the lesson, took like 1 or 2 more laps, and then I went home. And I was just like, as much as, that was, good for money, it's like you got to listen to, your employees. You just can't assign people with, different things and say, oh, he's going to do it. You got to look at the different things that are going on in that person's life. Because the thing that they could have done is like, oh, well, we don't have enough people. We can schedule you for a different time or something like that. Instead of saying, oh, yep, you're going to do this. Like, that's not how you do things in regular life. But even though they do it anyway. So I wasn't really happy about that. How much do I make per lesson? I make good tips, but hourly there, I make about $15 an hour for lessons. So I make pretty good money. But that's one thing that's been stressful. Another thing that's been stressful, I work a lot at my parish with, the ushers and the youth group at my church. And each and every Sunday, they need somebody to run the board. which is, the soundboard for our minister for doing all that stuff. And of course, nobody knows how to run the board except for me and maybe two other people. And it's just like, so I had a meeting tonight and I told the guys, I'm like, hey, this is what you need to do. I don't know if I'm going to, be here every Sunday because of work. I need somebody to do this. And they're all looking at me like, it's like, no, you're a big boy. You guys don't do much during the service because of COVID. So you can at least do this for me every Sunday. That would be fantastic. Will they do it? I don't know. Should they do it? Yes, they should totally do it. And I'm not trying to be an ass about it, but, it helps me out, it helps our pastor out, and all that. So also I got a call again from the ski hill today. Oh my God, it's going to be nuts. I have lessons. My manager messaged me. She's like, you're really popular. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you have lessons from 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. And this is not with breaks. This is like literally a lesson and then a lesson and a lesson and a lesson and a lesson. And it's just like, what the heck? And I was like, I'm glad that I'm getting requests, but it's just like, bro, like I'm going to be so exhausted. I'm going to be so exhausted. That's 8 hours. How long is a lesson? A lesson can range between 50 minutes to 90 minutes. So that's what we have for that, 50 to 90. But still, it's a lot. It's a lot with that. And I need to focus on my full-time job. Again, at Generac, I agree with you, Tyler, on that. Because I've seen like some stuff kind of, go back and forth, and it's a lot. It's so much to do. So I'm just trying to, do the best I can and stuff like that. And I'm exhausted. I'm drained. And I think a lot of people, take advantage of KGB, and it's like you just can't do that. It's like I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to do the best I can by coming into a shift or helping you with something. But the thing is, it's like, oh, we want you to do this and again and again and again and again. It's like, dude, like, one, you need to pay me more if you want me this much, and two, I can't be, taken for granted. I mean, you just can't do that. But it's just like, holy crap. It's rough. It's rough. So this weekend's going to be insane. And I felt bad yesterday because my grandparents were like, we want to take you out to dinner because we haven't seen you in a while. And I'm like, I'd love to go out and have dinner with my grandparents. Like, it's my grandparents, duh, like family, but apparently lesson came up and it's like, I had to call my grandma and she was like disappointed. She's like, well, I'm sorry that you can do it. She understood, but I was like, this shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. That I had dinner plans and that somebody who can't show up to their job and do it, that's on them. And I had so many kids. Oh my God, it was so ridiculous. We have a break room, and I had so many kids, aka instructors, tubing, and vice versa. And I was just like, they're looking at me and they're just bitching and, complaining, and they're saying, well, I'm so tired. I don't want to take this kid's shift. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I was like, one, quit your bitching. I was like, two, I was like, what do you have to do after this? What do you have to do after this? And they're kind of like puzzled. And I was just like, are you in school? If you are, great. But you need to check your time and know what you need to do during that time. It's just like, you can't do that. And they're like, well, what do you do? I was like, I have two jobs, bud. I have a full-time job. I have a job here, which is part-time. and probably almost full time because of the way I'm working. And I volunteer with my parish a lot too. So don't be coming at me, railing on me. Well, I am you. It's like, no, no, no. Just shut up and, move on, bro. Like, you're young. I'm still young, but you're younger. You need to step up. And this is maybe your first time job, bro. So don't quit bitching and do your job, man. Like this, it's just like, God damn. Kids just need to realize these days that, be happy, one, that you have a job because our economy sucks. So it's just like, you gotta, focus on what's going on in life and, be blessed about it. And it's just with that as well. Where do you get your LL Bean apparel? I get it at LL Bean on the internet or the store. There's a store, I think I forgot where. I think it's in Brookfield. I get some stuff there. How many Generays have I sold? So with the calling that I have had these last couple weeks, so I don't sell generators personally. So that's not really my role as within Generac. I go and reach with people with contracts, so our contractors, and I get contracts from them. And then, and that's been up and down. So I've had, some that have come in, some that have come out. So it varies each day. It varies each day. So, how young are the other workers at the Rock? They're young. They're very young. There's some older ones that are there too. They're not really that, complaining about it. And I give them props for that because they actually do their jobs. I've said that many times to them. I'm like, I'm glad that you're here during the week because I'm not. I know you can't work during the weekend because, you have schoolwork. I understand that. But, you gotta work with me here. You gotta work with me here for that. Why don't quit the Rock? The reason why I don't quit the Rock is because 1, they pay me more each year. 2, I get really good tips. 3, I get a lot of requests each year and a lot of people that are coming back each year asking for me, which is great. Personally, if this is the funny part because if I quit the Rock, they're losing the most revenue in snowboarding with me personally. I made the most revenue last year for lessons last year. And I think I'm going to beat that this year because of, how many people requested for me and so forth. And it's just like they're losing their baby, like their little, toy. When a kid loses a toy or breaks it, it's like devastating. That's me, the toy, and the kid is the Rock. So it's like, so they gotta, treat me better in some way, which I mean, yesterday was not a good sign, for, being an employee, but, I agree that, there's some things that they've done very well with in a way too. So it's just, we got to see where everything goes. But if it continues to do this and it be a problem, then there might be some, consequences in a way, which I don't want, but who knows what's going to happen. Average person at the Rock, usually high schoolers. There's a lot of those. And then there's the lowest age we've had are about 14 years old. So it's been like really, crazy. If they come back for snowboarding lessons, doesn't that mean you're bad at teaching it? No. So the thing is, you always want them to come back because 1, they're interested in having you as a teacher. And, just they're happy. I've had so many lessons with people that they just like coming back just to see me, which is, great. It's, making it great. You got to draw the line, dude. Either way, they pay you more or you move on. Yeah, exactly. I want to eat my ice cream too because it's just sitting here. I like cookies and cream, so I'm having ice cream. Make KGB worried. That's great. So, I mean, do I offer any extra things for tips during your lessons? So we have a lesson plan that we do. There's a couple things that I add to our lesson plan that makes them really, really, beneficial for the customer. And um, usually, this is funny. You guys are gonna laugh at this. You're gonna laugh at this. Um, I had one instructor. This is his second year or third, second or third year. I don't know, but he came up to me. He keeps. I think I told you guys this, but came up to me. He says to me, "So how are you getting all these hot, attractive moms? Like, how are you doing that?" I was just like, "It's a secret, guys. It's a secret." And they're just like, "Tell us." I'm like, "No, I can't tell you." And like, same thing with tips. They're like, "Oh, what's your secret with that? What's your secret?" I'm like, "I can't tell you. You got to make your own, way of getting that. You got to make your own way of getting it." And the highest tip at the Rock, to this day, in one day that I made in one tip, is $200. $200 in one day. So it's like you just gotta, you gotta be, that's the good thing about sales. You can make money, you can lose money, but you can make some good money. I heard you make the most for the Rock as of training. Yes. When you're training or a trainer, you can make more money. With the certification, you can make more with that too. So it's really beneficial with that. Like hugs and kisses. No, not hugs and kisses. That would not fly. How does KGB attract MILFs? Again, there's been one lady who I was there. When was this? This was not last week, the week before. And I was just snowboarding. And she's like, "Oh, I know you. You taught me last year. I want a lesson from you." I'm like, "You got it." I was like, "You got it. Just go in the rentals. Tell my name. You got it. What time do you want? I'm available." So, I mean, the thing that's nice about snowboarding that I can tell you, it can de-stress you. It can de-stress you. And it's very, very good and beneficial to me because it's just like I had a long day. I want to just, get out and do something. So, do you touch the ladies when you give them lessons? I don't. I hold their hands and direct them. I don't, touch them because that's just not. I would never do that. I get to hold their hands like this and direct them which way they want to go on the board, but that's really it. Does skiing stress you out? Then I tried skiing one year. I'm going to try it again this year. I should get a video and post that on my fan page. Show you guys what I can do. I suck at skiing, but I'm trying to learn. So with that, are you good at snowboarding because you're Russian? Who knows? Genes work. Genes work. Russians like the cold. I mean, I had one person she's an instructor, and she was like super cold. I don't know why she was so cold. And it was bizarre how everything happened. She touched my hand and I was super warm. She's like, "How are you so warm?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." She's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Don't worry about it." So, and the Bucks win again. All right, go Bucks. Go Bucks. Ooh. Oh, so I'm actually working at the ski hill at 12:30. They're giving me sleep for Saturday because I was teaching all those lessons. Thank you so much. Say, that's how you treat an employee, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you treat an employee. You get to not go in at 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. You get to go in at 12:30. 12:30. Yes, correct. Yes. So that's how you treat an employee, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you treat one. So good. That's what I wanted to hear. We'll see too. And back to your comment on Haley. Um, we are talking. I gave a couple days to kind of, see where everything is. We're talking slowly again. Um, Trying to get this thing to be back to what we were. I believe we can get back to what we were. It just takes time. Um, again, she's responding to me, but I don't know yet where everything's going. What happened with Colton then? Did you box? No, we did not box. I have not heard from the kid. I mean, again, it's just kind of, it's just stressful. Like this 2020, 2020 has been a stressful year, in a way. But when you go into 2021, like I felt confident. Like 2021 is going to be my year. I mean, 2020 I got a job, so I mean that was the last part of the year was good. But 2021 I want to make this year a great year. Have a KG Bay, start doing stuff. And just everything, just get going. And I mean, it's just something that I would like to do. I know there's been things with this that have not worked, but I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird in a way. So Tyler said kick Copeland's ass. That's funny. Be like boxing. It's like Rocket Sock'em Robots, bro. Like you hit him and his head goes boing. Boing. I love that game. That game was great. 2 fun games that I played when I was a kid that were really competitive. 2 main ones. 1, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Number 2, Hungry Hippos. That shit was real, ladies and gentlemen. Shit was real. When you get those little fucking balls and you're like freaking, give me the balls. Give me the balls. Like it's literally, or Rocket Sock'em Robot, you're like, kick his ass. Kick his ass. Like just like crazy. Like those games were fucking real. Like amazing. What other game I would say that was really a fun game? I'm sorry, like this is Monopoly was I was thinking about Monopoly, but Monopoly was like in a way. It was okay. What other games have I? Oh, Sorry was a good game. But yeah, like Rock'em Sock'em Robots and Hungry Hippos, especially Hungry Hippos. I don't think I even have that game anymore, but that game was amazing. Amazing. I don't even know how I got into games, but yeah. Just kind of, relaxing. Right now, I went on my fan page yesterday and started singing, and I actually had like a decent amount of people on there. Tonight I might sing after this. I don't know. We'll see how time goes. But I kind of want to talk to Haley a little bit more tonight. See what she's doing. Anything during the weekend we can hang out, do something. I'd like to do that because we did hang out last weekend. So hopefully we can get that, going. But who knows? You guys are like quiet now. What else? Trying to think what else I can't think of anything else right now. Again, parents don't know yet. The only people that actually know that Um, no, are my grandparents. They are the only ones that know that I'm talking to her. Um, um, dude said Shelby. Dude fucking said Shelby. Um, yeah, Shelby just, I haven't talked to her. I just said hi to her like the other day. That was it. I just said hi. And she's like, I'm just hanging out with friends. I'm like, cool. Good for you. Good for you. Um, so yeah. Um, yeah, it was just like, I just say hi. Oh, found out, this is another thing I can tell you guys. Found out that, one of my friends who plays in the band, who funny story is the band that when I went to go see him, that's how I met Haley. He's out of the band. He quit the band. He's actually moving to New York to become a professional singer. Supposedly, what I'm hearing, which I mean, good for him. His girlfriend's becoming a model, um, which I like. I guess. Um, So, who knows? How are you going to get chicks now? Like, explain how. What do you mean? How am I going to get chicks now? Because of Haley not or taking it slow, or like, what do you mean? Fuck! I almost dropped it. That would have been dumb. Oh, um. Oh, how are you going to get without the band? Ah, I see what you mean. Um. Well, KGB is working out, like you said. This right here is growing all year until next year on January 5th. I'm going to cut it. So this thing is not going to stop growing for an entire year. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Um, I'm excited, nervous, scared. I've seen people with long hair. I know people that have long hair. I asked them, like, so how do you feel with this? They're like, it feels weird at first, but then you get used to it and it looks wicked. I'm like, cool. Hopefully it turns out great because I haven't had long hair in a while, but we'll see about how that goes. What else? Um, oh, this is another thing too. I had a person come up to me the other day, actually a family member, and I'll tell you guys this too. I know you guys have heard this multiple times, but we will say this again. Um, she's my aunt, and she actually messaged or called me, and she says, "So how is your new job?" And I said, "I like my new job." She's like, "How do you feel with not going and moving to Chicago?" And I said to her, I'm like, as much as I wanted to move to Chicago, there are still things that I really like about it, but there's some things that I'm happy that I'm here. One, I would have never met Haley. That's one, big key one. Number two is, with COVID, I didn't want to be going out there getting stuck, have maybe another layoff happen, be stuck out there. That would have been terrible. That would not be a good thing. So again, I'm not saying it's out of my spotlight that something may happen with that. It could change, who knows? But I don't want to be going somewhere, that I don't know of right now because of COVID and other different, scenarios. It is expensive too. But I don't want to do that. The place I really have fallen in love with, I think I've told you this, guys, and I would definitely move there in a heartbeat. I really, really like it. It's really not downtown Milwaukee. I don't like downtown Milwaukee personally. I mean, I like Third Ward, really nice area, but I really, really have fallen in love with Oconomowoc a lot. Like I think I've told you that multiple times, but great, great place. I like how it's like a city slash country feel. Ow! I just had a cramp in my toe. Ah, that hurts. Oh, that's sore. Oh, KGB is getting old. Oh, KGB is getting old. Oh, that hurts so bad. Wow. I've been having more cramps in like my feet. I don't know. I'm just like falling apart, guys. I'm falling apart. Wow. Are you taking pictures every day for your progression video? I am taking pictures every month, not every day. I don't want to take pictures every day. Like that's just not me. Every month I can. But yeah, I think that's about it with tonight's video because I can't think of anything else. Yeah. Where are my parents? They're here, they're here. They're doing stuff. If The Rock called you right now to teach a lesson, would you? I would say no because it's late. I don't want to do that because it's just not what I want to do. Zamboni. Yeah, they know I'm doing live, but they're doing something else right now. So, yeah, they know. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. It's been a long day. I want to get ready for tomorrow for work. And then we can, hopefully get on here. I don't know about Saturday, maybe Friday, because today's Wednesday. I'll try to get on here Friday. If not, probably Sunday. Saturday's just going to be nuts. It's going to be chaotic. And I'm going to be really tired, so I don't want to be on here for that. So, but again, guys, thank you for being on here. Please drop a like if you're watching this video. That'd be great if you dropped a like on here. Kick the little bell because it's your boy KGB always on here every other day, so but anyway, stay safe, wear a mask, social distance, be nice to one another, be positive, test negative, and I will see everybody in the next video. So see you later and peace.